All right, today we are jumping right into one of the most fascinating and, frankly, powerful psychological tools in all of marketing, the decoy effect. We're going to break down what it is, the clever science behind why it works so well, and exactly how you can put it to use. So here's our game plan. We'll start with the what, the basic definition. Then we'll look at the architecture, how you actually build one of these things. After that, we dive into the psychology of it all. And then we get super practical with an implementation playbook. And maybe most importantly, how to avoid the common mistakes. So let's get right to it. What exactly is the decoy effect? To really get it, we've got to go back to its roots, because this isn't just some clever sales tactic somebody made up. No, this is a documented principle of behavioral science. Yeah, you got to go back to 1982. A team of researchers, Joel Huber, John Payne, and Christopher Pudo, they gave it its formal name. They stumbled upon this incredible phenomenon. If you just add a very specific third option to a choice, you could predictably change how people choose between the first two. It was a complete game changer for understanding choice architecture. And this is the absolute key, right here. The decoy is not meant to be sold. You don't want anyone to actually buy it. Its only job is to be a kind of sacrificial lamb, to completely reframe the decision in the customer's mind. It shifts their thinking from, should I buy this, to, wow, which one of these is the obvious best deal? Okay, so to really engineer this effect, you have to understand the three key roles in the setup. Think of it like you're casting a play, and you need three very specific characters to make the story work. First up, you've got the competitor. This is your entry-level option. It's perfectly fine, it gets the basic job done, and it sets that initial price anchor in the customer's mind. It's the sensible, practical choice. And then there's the target. Now this is the star of the show. This is your high-margin product, the one you really want to sell. It offers a lot more value, but that price jump might make a customer think twice. This is your profit engine. And finally, the secret weapon, the decoy. This option is engineered from the ground up to be just worse. Its whole reason for existing is to be compared directly against the target, making that target look like an absolute steal. Okay, check this out. This table just lays it all out so clearly. You've got your competitor at 5,000 rupees, that's our baseline. Then there's the target at 10,000, that's our goal. But look at the decoy in the middle. It's priced high at 9,000, but it only has basic features. It's a contrast tool. All of a sudden, spending just 1,000 more to go from the decoy to the target gets you all those premium features. It feels like a no-brainer. So, why does this work so darn well? What's going on inside our heads that makes us so susceptible to this? Well, it all comes down to a fundamental shortcut our brains love to take. We are wired for comparison. We almost never evaluate things in a vacuum. Instead, we judge value relative to other options right in front of us. And this is where this quote from the advertising legend Rory Sutherland just hits the nail on the head. He says value is perceptual. It's not just about what something costs to make. The decoy effect is a masterclass in manufacturing that perception of value right inside the customer's mind. So let's imagine this scenario. You have two options, a basic one for 500 rupees and a premium one for 1,000. For a lot of people, that 500 rupee gap, it feels pretty big. It's a tough call between saving money and getting more features. But now, watch what happens when we slide in the decoy. It's priced at $950, almost as much as the target, but it only has the basic features. Instantly, your brain stops comparing the target to the competitor. The new comparison is target versus decoy. And now, for just 50 rupees more, you jump from basic to premium. It feels like the deal of the century. And that right there, that's the psychological genius of it. So often, we emotionally want the better thing, but our logical brain holds us back because of the price. The decoy gives our logical brain the perfect excuse it was looking for. It hands you a rational, easy-to-defend reason to go for the upgrade you wanted all along. Okay, theory is great, but let's make this real. How do you actually build this into your own pricing strategy? Let's walk through the implementation playbook step by step. It really breaks down into 4 key steps. 1, you've got to know which product is your profit leader. That's your target. 2, carefully design the decoy so it's obviously inferior to the target, but pretty close in price. 3, you got to guide the customer's eye. Position the target with a label like best value or most popular. And 4, if you want to pour a little gasoline on the fire, you can use scarcity to make that target even more appealing. This is a classic example from the software world. You see it everywhere. Look at these tiers. That Pro plan for $14 seems okay, But then your eye drifts over, and for just $1 more, you can get unlimited storage and priority support. That Pro plan isn't there to be sold. Its only purpose is to make the Enterprise plan seem like an absolutely incredible, can't-miss deal. Okay, but here's a word of caution. As powerful as this is, if you mess up the execution, it can totally backfire. A bad decoy can actually confuse customers and even hurt your sales. So let's cover the big pitfalls you have to avoid. Seriously, you have to get this right. If your decoy's price is too low and far away from the target, nobody's going to compare them. It becomes invisible. On the flip side, if you accidentally make the decoy too attractive, people will actually buy it, and you'll steal sales from your real target. And of course, if the whole setup feels dishonest, you just destroy trust. Game over. And it all comes back to this one fundamental truth of human behavior, which Brian Tracy puts so perfectly. We make our decisions with our hearts, with our emotions, but then we need to justify those decisions with our heads, with logic. The decoy effect is just a masterclass in giving your customers the perfect logical reason to make the emotional choice you wanted them to make all along.